On the Farm. I'm your host, Larry Marble. Thanks so much for joining us today on one of our 14 affiliate stations. We're brought to you proudly each and every day by D&D Farm and Ranch. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at corn, beans, and wheat. With the U.S. corn and bean crops getting planted ahead of schedule and the Communist Chinese economy slowing, industrial production rose only 5.6% in April compared to the expectation of 10%. Day before yesterday's higher markets seemed just an aberration yesterday as the corn closed down 11 and the beans down 36. Day before yesterday's Brazil's ag minister reported 2 cases of highly contagious bird flu. While it's only an alert and only 2 cases, it did send shockwaves through the marketplace. New crop December corn futures were down $1 over the last 4 months, and there are those in the trade that are projecting December corn to fall to $4.50 and maybe even $4 by this fall as long as Corn Belt weather remains normal. The big speculative funds must believe it, as they are holding their largest short positions since the fall of 2020. Corpus Christi's Public Elevator and Archer Daniels Midland were closed for truck milo. Anderson's and Timco Houston are open daily during the week 7 to 3. For help marketing your grains, trust Tuggle & Company Corpus. John Tuggle, 361-852-5207. We are on the line with Sean Geiswhite, Gillespie Livestock. Sean, how did the sheep and goat sale turn out?
Went very well, Larry. Ended up with about 2,200. Didn't quite get our 3, but we talked. We had showers yesterday, and this morning was a little slower. But the market was sure awful good. It was a lot better than it was last week. I know that's kind of hard for these people to hit, but it was probably $20 to $30 higher in some of those classes of the lambs, and then on some of the goat kids too. But those numbers, not many around. Those guys jumped in there and acted like they needed some, so it drove the market up. So we got along real well.
Now, people will hear you at 5:45 in the morning and 9:45. You'll still have time to get to the cattle sale. What's coming tomorrow?
Oh, I'm hoping we'll get somewhere around at 600 or 700 still. We've probably got, 350, 400 on the yards now, and they're slowly coming in. So we'll see how it adds up, but we sure ought to get somewhere around that 6 to 7 on the cattle end.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Sean.
You can reach us at 830-997-4394.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
I was looking on Facebook the other day and noticed it was a friend of mine's birthday. He is quite the craftsman. He loves to work with wood. He can build almost anything, and I needed a gift idea for him. So I thought about MG Building Materials, the perfect place to get gift cards. That's right. What better way than an MG gift card to get someone just the right thing if they like to construct stuff? Available in any denomination from $10 to $100, MG gift cards have no expiration date, nor do they incur a service fee. MG's cards can be redeemed at any of their 5 locations: San Antonio, Kerrville, Pleasanton, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. So whether you need a power tool to build something, or some wood to build something, or some fencing, gosh, that'd be a great gift. MG Building Materials, mgbuildingmaterials.com.
Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves. We'll begin with USDA's National Pork Carcass Cutout Value, $83.75 on Tuesday afternoon, down 63. Estimated federal hog slaughter, 470,000 head. Weekly total, 934,000. That's 15,000 up from last week's pace. As we turn toward the beef side of the meat equation, choice boxes were 251 lower. The select 36 weaker. That tightened the spread to 15.12. USDA says 127,000 for a weekly running total of 253,000. That is 1,000 behind last week's pace. Looks like the FCE online auction had almost 2,000 head, but had no sales between the 168 and 169 bid and the 170 and 172 ask. Neighbor, looks to me like that's it for meat moves. We're on the line with Cousin Brian Linsman from Seguin Cattle Company. Cousin Brian, how's the sale shaping up?
Looks like it's going to be a light one. Larry had some generous rains over the weekend and kind of spotty showers again Monday and Tuesday, and put the damper on us this evening. It's just light rain, so I'm kind of guessing that 300-400 quality cattle are good. But, like I said, now we're into these new croppers, and I mean, they're pretty dang juicy with the grass coming on. So, but hell, the market's good. So bring them to town. And sheep and goats, I think this will slow it down a little bit on them too. And, heck, that's a good thing. Anytime you slow the wheels down, it kind of makes everybody evaluate what they got to spend on them.
Right, readjust a little bit. Well, while people readjust after a rain, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can call me on my cell phone, 830-305-0652.
I appreciate it, and we'll talk with you after the sale. Thank you.
See you tomorrow evening, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm Larry Marble from Down on the Farm, and I'm with Stephen and Tony from D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Boys, you ready to sell some T-post?
Oh, yeah, Larry. We've got a special we're running on some 6.5-foot, 1.33 green American-made T-post. Tony, tell them how much those guys are running. You know what, Larry? These T-posts are running $6.25 a post. That's if you get one. However many you get, that's the cost on them.
Well, it sounds like a good deal to me. $6.25 a post. Y'all tell us how to get a hold of you.
Yes, sir, Larry. You can reach me at 830-379-7340, extension 160. You can reach me out at 830-379-7340, extension 162.
Y'all go out and talk to these boys. They'll sell you some T-post, guys. Thanks for being on the program.
Thank you.
Neighbor, it's time to catch up with Leo Casas. Leo, how are you today?
Doing good, Larry. Well, we've got a little bit of a problem that most cattlemen would like to have. It's a little too wet for us to work cattle, so we've got a working schedule for Monday and Tuesday. It's time to start registering our 2023 calves and pairing them up and working them. And I want to remind your listeners, we've got plenty of good bulls available for sale or lease. We're leasing bulls just about every day or two, and we've got all the popular breeds, but don't wait too late to reserve them. That way we can keep them handy for you. I can be reached at 361-362-5863. Keep up with us on a daily basis on Instagram, Casas Cattle _Rancher 3, or log on to my website for photos, videos, and information, CasasCattle.com, CasasCattle.com. We're the bull people.
Neighbor, did you know, combined with the truss department, insulation department, and millworks department, just 3 of the departments there at MG Building Materials, they've got the ability to deliver an entire building package from a single supplier. They are truly your one-stop shop. They have 5 locations around South and Central Texas. Let's count them down right quick. Pleasanton, Kerrville, San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and Uvalde. MG Building Materials, your one-stop shop. MGBuildingMaterials.com. We're on the line with Carl Herman, Caldwell Livestock Commission Company. You can hear cattle in the background. What's the sale going to be like, Carl?
It's going to be kind of short. We've had a ton of rain around here. Everything's wet, running off. Creeks are flooded. Wherever you go, it's kind of full-wheel drive or nothing. But we've got some cattle coming in, 1s and 2s and that kind of deal, which is fine. But I think maybe somewhere 250, 300 maybe. We'll kill it tomorrow. So that'll be fine. We've got some good cattle under the barn, so we'll have a good sale and look forward to the week after that.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Okay, my number is 979-820-5349. Call the barn, 567-4119. If you're in the Giddings and Lexington area, call Max Ebner at 540-8676.
Carl, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Larry.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wholesale Steel, family owned and operated since 1976. Has heavy-duty panels, the first and only panels on the market with a lifetime warranty against damage from your animals. Wholesale Steel with 2 locations to serve you in San Antonio and Hearn. Financing available, and we wholesale to the public. Visit our website at wholesalesteelsa.com or call 210-624-2000 for Wholesale Steel.
We're on the line with Kelly Thigpen, Pearsall Livestock. Kelly, how's the sale looking for Wednesday?
I'm going to have a few more cattle than I thought, Larry. I had good range around. Sure got everything wet. over the last couple of days. Still bought a few cattle a day. I got a little over 300 on hand right now, so we'll have somewhere between 400 or 500 tomorrow, kind of depending on the weather. It's trying to rain around again this afternoon, so we'll just have to see how it goes. But like I said, 300 in right now, about 100, and a few of those are cows, the rest be calves and yearlings. So shaping up to be a good little run. Do have one little sellout deal of Beefmaster cows, little young cows, about 15 or 20 of them, and that will palpate in the morning, but nice little set there. So looking forward to a good run tomorrow, and want to remind everybody, got special sale this coming Saturday on the 20th.
All right, and you've got the listings up on the website?
Yes, sir. Listings, pictures up on the website.
Tell everybody how to contact you, Kelly.
You can call us at the office, 830-334-3653. Mobile number's 334-1047. The website is PearsallLivestock.com.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye. We're on the line with Andy Baumeister from Lampasas Cattle Auction. Andy, how's the Wednesday sale shaping up Tuesday evening?
Oh, it's pretty light, kind of like we had expected. You know, we got some good rains around, which was much needed, so that's a good thing. We do have one little sellout of black cows. There's 24 of them, I believe. 16 of them are going to be pairs. There's 8 little dry cows on them. Sure enough, a good little set of cows. Kind of be solid mouth kind of cows. Same deal up here in Mills County. Still, there's parts that were out of water. So got a good rain, but didn't run any water. So this guy, he's going to sell out. But like I say, there's 24 of those. They'll make some good little packages. Could be some 3-in-1s on there. We'll palpate them in the morning. Got a good little set of red Angus calves. Got a couple little sets of black calves, but nearly 150 on the yard this evening. So I'm betting probably 250 or so tomorrow.
At Lampasas Cattle Auction, Andy Baumeister, tell everybody how to contact you, please.
You bet. Watch that Facebook page, Lampasas Cattle Auction, the website, lampasascattleauction.com, my cell phone number, 512-902-3540.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
McCoys.com. McCoys wants to be your source for farm and ranch equipment and supplies specifically suited to your operation. Are you designing a horse farm or a new cattle handling facility? How about your 4-H or FFA project pens? McCoy's Farm and Ranch Specialist, Cliff Mullinex, can help. Contact your local McCoy's store at McCoys.com and find out how to get Cliff out to the farm today. That's www.mccoys.com. We are on the line with Phil Brockenbush, Giddings Livestock. Phil, how'd the sale go?
It went good, Larry. We had a few more than we expected. We wound up with 257. On our calf market was really good, and the cows and bulls were steady also, so pretty good day.
Good. Walk the pens with us, please.
All right, your steers 300 back, average 252, brought up to 275. 3 to 4 weights 241 to 270. 4 to 5 weights 230 to 262 and a half. 5 to 6 weights 219 to 237 and a half. 6 to 7 weights 199 to 220. 7 to 8 weights 156 to 195. Your heifer mates 300 back, average 212 and a half, brought up to 240. 3 to 4 weights 223 to 275. 4 to 5 weights 216 to 242 and a half. 5 to 6 weights 202 to 245. 6 to 7 weights 178 to 217 and a half. 7 to 8 weights 167 to 185. Your bull yearling 7 to 850 pounds, $1.56 to 195. 850 to 1,000 pounds, 135 to 180. Your high yielding bulls 115 to 125. Medium yielding bulls $1 to $1.14. High yielding cows 90 to 103 and a half. Medium yielding cows 61 to 89. Little thin cows 40 to 60. Had a couple of pairs. I think we had 2 pairs. Best one brought 1,550, and a few bred cows brought up to 1,600. So it was good for what we had. We needed the rain. I think it's going to dry out a little bit, so next week ought to be a little bigger and better show.
Well, good deal. We'll tell everybody how to get a hold of you if they want to be a part of it next week.
You can call me at 979-716-4395 or call the barn at 979-542-2274.
We appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Neighbor with Preferred Cattle Chutes, hay rings, corral panels, and more, McCoy's is ready to become your farm and ranch outfitter. Visit the McCoy stores in this region. I know they've got them in San Angelo. I know they've got them in Abilene. Stores near you. Find the products you need at McCoys.com.
Neighbor, let's take a long look at the grains, courtesy of John Tuggle, Tuggle & Company, Corpus. Milo through Corpus in May, D's plus 90, 1063. Yellow corn to Corpus in May, July plus $1, 681 and a quarter. We'll call Progresso also 681 and a quarter. Hard red winter wheat to Houston in May, July plus 120, 10.15 and a quarter, Progresso 9.60 and a quarter. Number 1 beans to Houston 11.37. We'll call Placido the same. 155 bale of East Texas cotton, 1165 bale of West Texas cotton. Prices range from a high of 80.23 to a low of 78.63. That made the average about 79.43. Neighbor, that's it for the best darn farm show in Texas. No brag, just fact. I'm Larry Marble, and it's so good because you folks are the best darn farm show listener. Thanks for doing so on one of our 14 affiliate stations and down on thefarmradio.com.